We have another free 99. It's a double upload day. If y'all have not seen it and you enjoy pack openings, uploaded a pack opening today where we opened some flash sale packs. I would recommend it, man. It was a fun time. But look at that 99 Pete Alonso. I want to see your thoughts on the card art in the comments section, the grind for getting the card, how he looks to you if you've used him and or faced him. How is he? But he should be a free player program, just like that Justin Verlander. I'm so happy they're doing more of these, man. I really hope that Mike Trout can get to that milestone he's close to in homers, and we could get a 99 Mike Trout that way. But Pete Alonso became the all-time Mets home run leader. At 5 points in the program, you get 2,530 PXP. At 10 points, you get a standard pack. At 15 points, you get 2,530 XP. 20 points, you get a standard pack. Same thing for the XP at 25. Standard pack at 30. XP at 35. Standard pack at 40. XP at 45. XP at 50. But more importantly, Pete Alonso. Now, his nickname, I believe, is the Polar Bear. That's probably why we see some snow and some ice on the 253. This is actually, in my opinion, man, this is some of the coolest milestone card art they've done. I'm personally a big fan of Pete Alonso cards. I love his swing. I've been saying that I can't take out Gil Hodges at first base, and I still might not be able to. But Pete Alonso might be that new DH. I might be saying bye to Kyle Schwarber for now, because I do better righty-righty than I do lefty-lefty. I love big meat Pete Alonso cards, and take a look at this. 109 contact versus righties, 100 contact versus lefties, max power versus each side, 79 vision for him, 101 discipline, 108 clutch. Now, he plays first base, so the fielding's not really important, but he does have 60 fielding, 63 reaction, 52 arm strength, 53 accuracy. So he's not going to save you on those errant throws, you know, the throws in the dirt. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to scoop those up, which I think Gil Hodges is able to. That's why maybe I'm going to use Pete at DH, but 46 speed for him as well. Let's take a look at the quirks. Bad ball hitter, I think, is my new favorite quirk this year. And he has dead red, which I also like. First pitch hitter can be nice. But the new Mets home run leader, some sick card art. The Polar Bear, Pete Alonso, Big Meat Pete, 253 home runs. Again, I love that card arts. Cards are looking good. I'm interested to see how he plays. I'm going to compare him, though. Like, once I actually get him on my team, we're going to check how to earn progress here in just a second, by the way. But once I get him on my team, this is my current God squad that I got going on. I'm just going to see how he compares to Schwarber and to Gil Hodges when we do this little comparison screen right here. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing. I got to get through the program. Did I finish the Verlander one? I have not, so I need to finish the Verlander one, the Pete Alonso one. I think they just dropped a new Conquest map. Yeah, the expansion era with that new Diamond Quest. So I got to make sure I'm doing that Conquest map. I'll be grinding for Justin Verlander, grinding for Pete Alonso while we do that. And speaking of, how do we grind for Pete Alonso? Well, if you want to get some extra points, 10 of the 50 points that you need in the program, if you've hit 250 home runs in Diamond Dynasty, you have the gold home run icon. You can just choose to collect it, which basically makes it non-sellable, and it's non-sellable anyways. And you get 10 points in the program. So I love that they did that. It starts you out with some XP in a standard pack. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moments for 4, 8, 12, 16, 19, 22, 25 points. So 25 points from the moments. That means there should be 25 points for the mission. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 points from the missions. However, they have 253 repeatable parallel XP. I'm still in the camp where I think that every single program drop should have some type of repeatable parallel XP mission. If they don't, they should. I'm glad that this one does. Every 253 PXP gets you 5 points. 131 total bases with any player in any mode in Diamond Dynasty gets you 5 points. 40 homers in any mode with any players gets you 5 points. 2,530 PXP with Mets players gets you 5 points. 20 homers with Mets players gets you 5 points. 20 homers with first baseman in any mode gets you 5 points. Moments, hit 1 homers. Pete Alonso, his first career blast. His single season home run record for the Mets setting blast. When he tied in all or sets the all-time rookie record. You got to recreate that. You have to recreate his 100th homer when he became the single season Mets RBI leader. So it's literally all home runs. Literally all of them. One plate appearance, one home run with Pete Alonso. Now, we had a different version of Verlander in the program. I think it would have been kind of cool if they gave us a different version of Pete Alonso in the program. I'm going to check what cards he does have available if I can. But especially because we have that repeatable PXP, it would have been kind of cool if, hey, at 10 points, you just got a different version of Pete Alonso. Kind of similar to how the Justin Verlander one was. But I love this, man. Surprise program, at least for me. I didn't know it was coming, and I really like to see it. I love the card art. I feel like the card looks good. I'm personally a fan of Pete Alonso. Can't wait to see how he actually plays. I feel like the moments really should not be too bad. But let's go ahead and see how you are earning. Not how you're earning, but let's see the different versions of Pete available. So I'm just going to search Pete's. I know there's probably some different guys too. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. We have the All-Star Game Pete Alonso, so maybe that's why they didn't. Because there's already a few versions. We got the All-Star Game version, the Spotlight Series version, and the Live Series version. So I'm guessing that's probably why they didn't give us another version, because it probably would have been a 95, and he's already got a 96. But still, I think it could have been cool. But at the same time, I don't know if y'all could hear that or not. At the same time, you know, there's already other versions of him available. I think not today, but maybe yesterday. Let me check, but I think yesterday we got a new headliner, Gerrit Cole. Yeah, I think he came out yesterday, so if you guys didn't see this card, we got a Cy Young at 99. Gerrit Cole is a headliner. The velo in the top right. Control in the top right, good besides the circle change. Break, pretty good besides the circle change. He has breakout liar for Gerrit Cole, the Cy Young version of him from 2023. And if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of all that's new. Again, double upload today. I do want to talk about a little bit kind of towards the end of the video since we're here. I'm going to obviously go over the coming soon portion of the calendar, but I just want to talk about some things I've been saying about like my enjoyment for the game, stuff like that. But coming soon, we have on Friday, August 15th, fielding speed and pitch type roster updates. We have a new mini seasons, double XP. We also have signature series sign on. So I'm guessing probably a signature series program, maybe a pack in the shop, maybe I guess maybe that's what the mini seasons is. That's probably going to make sense, but signature series cards probably coming. I feel like we should be getting a big Legends and Flashbacks collection by the end of the month, but I feel like I've been talking about and then subsequently receiving a lot of comments about things I've been saying. I'm sure it comes off as complaining, you know, talking about the game, talking about how I'm just not a big fan of all this offline grinding, conquest maps, mini seasons. Speaking of mini seasons coming, all these programs. Now that's a big reason why I say I think that every single program should have a repeatable PXP mission, because with that being the case, if I really wanted to, I have the most fun playing online. I could just put a Pete Alonso card in my lineup and get it done that way. I'm sure I would get the total bases done, the homers done. Maybe I could get PXP with Mets if I got a Mets pitcher. But moments and stuff. You know, without the repeatable PXP, I'm required to do the moments. There are certain programs where you're required to do the conquest map or the showdown. There's certain collections in the game where you're basically required to do the mini seasons. And when it comes down to it, if you really want to get stubs and cards and get the collections done, you are basically required to do the conquest maps, the mini seasons, the moments, just a lot of the showdowns, just a lot of offline grinding, and MLB The Show. And I don't mean it to come off as complaining. Like, I'm just sharing my opinion. I'm not trying to sit here and just complain to complain. I'm just really trying to share my opinion and see if anyone feels the same way, but also just like, I don't know, it's my YouTube channel, so like I feel like I should share my own opinions, even if people don't agree with them. I'm not trying to say y'all need to agree or anything. I'm just kind of sharing where I'm coming from. And for years now with this game, I've just been so burned out and bored of like all the offline grinding. I have the most fun playing online against real people, but like when I talk about that, I don't want it to come off as just me complaining to complain. I'm just really sharing my own opinions, but I can try to cut back on that because it does seem like, based on the comments, people are kind of tired of hearing me talk about that, which I get because I do mention it a lot. But like I said, it's just how I'm feeling. But I can definitely try to cut back on that complaining and stuff. I feel like that's probably the best word for it. I can try to cut back on that. But like I said, man, I have the most fun on this game playing online. My biggest issue, though, is by the time I finish the programs, the conquest maps, all of that offline stuff, then I'm sitting here with no real desire to then play ranked seasons. So I'm like, okay, well, that's enough MLB for me. I did all this stuff, but now I don't really feel like playing anymore. I want to take a break until tomorrow, basically. And that's just what it comes down to. Now, with that being said, you know, you can make the argument, oh, you don't need to do the programs. You don't need to do the conquest maps, the mini seasons. But again, like, to get the best cards in the game, to get the collections done, you kind of do need to do everything else. And I'm not going to, like, pay someone else to do it for me or anything like that. I'm going to end up doing it myself. But I will try to just buckle down, and unless I feel like it's a necessary complaint or feedback on what I don't like about the game, I'll try to just have fun in the videos. And who knows, maybe we'll see about trying to get programs done more in ranked gameplays and stuff if we could or something. We'll try to switch it up. But basically, my biggest issue is I need to find a way to have consistent fun on the game, because right now I'm just not. And I don't know what that looks like for me, because if I did, I would be doing it. But that's the biggest thing, is I want to try to figure out a way to have consistent fun again on MLB The Show, because I have not consistently had fun since probably MLB 21, 22 days. So it's been quite a while. But I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Can't wait to see your thoughts on Pete Alonso. And I think we have a gameplay video hopefully coming for y'all tomorrow. But drop a like if y'all enjoy. Subscribe for daily videos. And hopefully I will see you in tomorrow's daily MLB 25 video. Appreciate you guys as always for tuning in to these daily uploads.